What's going on, guys? It's ETA Prime back here again. Today I'm here to announce the ultimate end of the year retro handheld giveaway. But before we get started, I do want to give a big shout out to Retro Mini for providing most of the handhelds here, and I also want to give a shout out to Retro Flag for providing the GPI case. It's super easy to enter this giveaway. It's a worldwide giveaway, so anybody can enter. Before we get into the details, I did want to go over each one of these units real quick. And if you're interested in checking out the performance on these, I have done a review on each one. First on the list, we have the LDK Gam. Obviously, this is the clear version. It's actually a decent little handheld. We have a D-pad, A, B, X, Y, start, select, and it also has L1 and R1. Overall, it handles most of the systems on here quite well, but you're not going to be able to do PS1 on this thing. Next on the list is the LDK Landscape version. This is a really good handheld, and it's one of my favorites of 2019. We have the D-pad, A, B, X, Y, analog stick, L1, and R1. It's basically the same thing as the LDK Gam, except we're in landscape mode and we get that extra analog stick. Overall, this is a solid choice for an inexpensive retro handheld. Next up, we have the original Pocket Go. Now this does have the screen tearing fix firmware pre-installed, which should fix most of the screen tearing. You may see a little in some higher end games. But with that fix installed, this is actually a really decent little handheld. Next up for grabs is the RG300. This is the version with the IPS display pre-installed. Overall, I really do like this form factor here. It does have L and R on the rear, and if you're into the Game Boy Color or the original DMG look, this is an awesome handheld for you. I also have a Retro Flag GPI case. Now this runs the Raspberry Pi Zero, and you can install Laka, Batocera, or RetroPie, and this will be coming with the Raspberry Pi Zero W. And you will have to assemble it and install your own image, but it's super easy to do, and they have full instructions in the box and on their website. Everybody was super excited about the Retro Game 350, and overall this is a really nice little handheld. We have dual analog sticks, USB Type-C for charging, SD card slot, not to mention a really nice 3.5-inch IPS display. Overall, this is one of the best handhelds of 2019 in my opinion. So that was 6 handhelds, but like I mentioned, I do have 7 to give away. And the final one here is the Retro Stone version 2. The screen has been totally upgraded. This runs Retro Orange Pi. We have HDMI out, Ethernet, 3 USB 2.0 ports, those 4 rear trigger buttons, and built-in Wi-Fi. So before we get in how to enter, I do want to mention this one more time. Unfortunately, I cannot ship any of these with pre-installed games. You will have to source your own or flash firmware that has them pre-installed. So in order to enter this giveaway, there's only 2 things you need to do. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite retro handheld of 2019 is, and follow the link in the description. It's going to take you to a website called Gimme It. You're going to input your name and email address. Make sure it's a valid email address, because if you win, that's how I'll be contacting you. And on November 24th, 7 random people will be chosen from the list to win one of these handhelds. I usually don't do a dedicated video announcing the winners, but I will post it in my YouTube community section and on Twitter. But if you are one of the winners, I will contact you directly through the email address you provided in the Give Me It giveaway page, and I'll immediately ship the handhelds out. Now, if you're in the United States, I can put some good insurance on these things, but if you're outside of the States, I will not be responsible for any kind of import taxes or damage occurred when this is shipping. So that's it. It's super easy to enter. This giveaway will be going on for 1 week, and on November 24th, 2019, I will pick the 7 people who won randomly from the list. I really appreciate you watching. All the rules for the giveaway are listed in the description below, but like always, thanks for watching.